I suspect that there's something here.
We need to do some checks on your vehicle.
What checks? Any problem? That's not my car.
What's inside the case?
I don't know. Not my toolbox for work. What usually happens in this area?
So this portal that you're looking at right now is actually called the Radiographic scanning portal. The primary function is there is actually an X-ray scanning system that is installed inside the portal itself. And the second function is to actually detect radiation level. Once the vehicle goes through the scanning portal, it will transmit an image to our command center for our officers to detect any anomalies found on the images produced.
So what usually happens when there's something suspicious found in these lorries?
Today we have actually prepared a simulated exercise to show you all how we actually react to these kind of instances.
How do you usually detect anomalies in a scan image?
Okay, to detect anomalies, we will analyze the image thoroughly and systematically from left to right, up and down. We will also use the software tools such as the pseudo color palettes and histogram. Also, we have to take note of the telltale indicators like any inconsistencies in pattern, and also when we see that the image doesn't tally with what they declared in the permit. In the future, ICA will also leverage artificial intelligence technology to assist our officers in the detection of anomalies.
Are there ways that smugglers try to avoid detection via X-ray?
Yes, attempting to avoid detection by X-ray, they have tried by modifying the floorboard or creating a false ceiling. They also try to blend in or put the contraband items together with the legitimate items.
So a driver is pulling up now to the radiation portal, is that right?
Yes, correct. So once they proceed, then this is the image that is being produced, which is declared empty, but I suspect that there's something here. So what we do if we see anything suspicious, we can just mark the area and we send it over.
But what does that look like to you?
To me, it looks squarish or rectangularly, should be a luggage, something that they didn't declare. Image analyst to fail image officer coming over.
Okay.
Roger, 01 fail image. Plate number.
Roger.
So what usually happens during an inspection?
So once the vehicle has been directed into the inspection pit, our officers will conduct checks on the vehicle to look for any secret or hidden compartments for contrabands or any illicit items that are hidden within.
And what happens to the driver during this inspection?
So the driver will actually exit the vehicle, and then our officers will say that they'll be conducting a routine check, and then we'll start free searching the subject.
So can you open the side door?
This one?
Yes. Over here.
What are some common hiding spots for vans?
For vans, we have the floorboard, and then also for the sides, right? We will search for any hollows parts. If there's hollows part, then there might be something in there. They also sometimes will hide in the cabins, right? Especially below the seats.
What? Can you remove the case at the bottom?
Can you place it over there?
Place it over here. What's inside the case?
I don't know.
I think inside my toolbox.
It's okay. I
For my work.
will still open
My
it.
toolbox, huh?
I will still open it, sir.
Yeah.
RC to FRT. Require urgent assistance at table. Drop the square!
In this kind of situation, when the subject becomes uncompliant and aggressive, our first response team officers will be activated. So in this case, while the subject is actually wielding a weapon, our first response team officers will actually draw their nightsticks as a form of self-defense and deterrence.
Come, give me your weapon. Give me your weapon. So as an FRT officer on the ground, our main role will be to handle security threats and any incidents in and out of the checkpoint. Such as any medical issues or any travelers that require assistance, we will be the first responder to help and quickly resolve the issues on the ground.
To be a fully fledged FRT officer, you need to go through a checkpoint security course to equip us with the legislations and the laws to better understand the proper procedures to discharge our duties.
Okay, so right now you are looking at our security sensitive material specialists at work, also known as our SSM officers. They are activated to actually conduct checks on suspected narcotics or explosives. So right now we are looking at them collecting samples from the subject's belongings and also the subject himself, and then they will use the relevant equipment to test to see if there's any positive heat.
Okay, positive. Here we have the Sabre 5000. When you do the swab with this swab paper, you will put inside here, and then usually here they will name the type of drugs.
And all it needs is a small trace on the paper for it to work.
Yes, correct.
And what happens if there's a positive result?
With a positive result, right, they will liaise up with the CMB to take over.
Come, follow. Oh, you big size, huh? Strong, huh?
From today's simulator exercise, you can see how different officers from different specializations actually work together. It's also in these kind of everyday instances that our officers are able to hone their skills and proficiency in their different job roles.
This is the border between Singapore and Malaysia. With COVID-19 changing the ways cargo and people move across our borders, how are ICA officers continuing to do their jobs while keeping Singaporeans and themselves safe?